Hey everyone, welcome to this week's video. So this week I've been getting a lot of questions about a particular way I pose baby, maybe with a sibling or on their own, on a Flokati specifically. So I wanted to create a video for you to show you exactly what I use with the Flokati, how I would pose sibling with their newborn and things like that. Just some tips and tricks, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Okay, so with the Flokati, when I started, I only had one color, which is the natural white color Flokati. You don't need a million Flokatis. The other colors I got was because just a local photographer was selling them and I thought they were a bargain, might as well get them. But if it wasn't for that, I probably would have only ordered two Flokatis apart from my natural one. So as you can see behind me, they're the only colors I have. The larger ones I have in the pink, the purple, the natural, and this blue one over here. So these are the only Flokatis that I use currently, and they're the most common colors I get requests for. So this is why I don't plan to buy any more, and why you shouldn't stress about having so much colors. I mean, it's a good variety if you can, but if you can't, just stick to the common colors that you usually use. Okay, so the Flokatis, I can recommend a few suppliers, but it depends where you are in the world. So usually there's a lot of US suppliers. In Australia, I only know of one good supplier, which is called Fabrics as well. So they're the guys that I purchase from. And the Flokatis, I usually get them, they're about 120 centimeters by 100 and I think 100 centimeters. I also, you got to be careful with the Flokatis. You got to make sure they're of good quality, or else the fluff will just start to fall out, and that's not what you want. So this blue, so if I had most newborn sessions, what I do is I always do a floor shot, whether there is a sibling with a newborn or there isn't. I just find they're really nice shots to get, especially if baby is fully wrapped as well. So they're nice shots to get. So I'm going to show you though how to layer it down, what to put underneath, for support and things like that. So with my Flokati, I like to put it in a section usually on my hard floor over there. And then what I like to do is I've got some, so you can use any pillows that you want, but I've got this pillow, which I used to put in my kids' pram. I didn't throw it out because I use it underneath things. So these pillows have like the head position there. You can get them from anywhere. I'm pretty sure now they've updated them and that. This was only from the local, variety store. So what I do is I pop that for the newborn. And if there was a sibling, I just get this IKEA pillow that I got, or you can use any pillow, and I'll pop it next to it like that under the Flokati. Okay, so as you can see, I'll pop that for the newborn and this one for the baby there. And then I'll grab my Flokati. It really isn't a big thing, like posing on a Flokati. It's the most easiest thing you can do. Now, I'll put that there. So what I like to do is, where the pillow sits, I like to keep a bit of the Flokati up on the top there. And what I'll do is, let's bring Annabelle to demonstrate. So I would put the baby there, where the pillow has the dip there. And then why I use the big pillow for the sibling is because they're heavier and they'll flatten it. Then what I do is I pop the sibling's hand usually behind the neck of the baby so they can support the baby with their arm. And then I put obviously the sibling, try and get them close and have their heads, their side of their face touching each other, or just tilt their head like that. And that's pretty much all you really need. Usually in this instance, I would have the baby wrapped, so that way they don't fiddle around, and it makes it easier for the sibling to cuddle them. And then when you're shooting, avoid shooting up the nose rather than come from the top. So obviously I wouldn't have my shoes on. So I would shoot, and this way they usually stay secure. So have one leg there, one leg there. Make sure your camera is has a camera strap so the camera doesn't fall on them. Your lens is adjusted correctly and it's not going to fall. And then I would shoot coming right up here. So just right there. So I'm getting the nose, looking at the nose so it's flat from my view. And usually I would use like a toy on my lens just to, you know, distract the sibling as well. Now you get a lot of people a lot of siblings that will fuss and that, but you just got to keep trying, I guess. But that's pretty much it. Once they have the baby, always have the parent next to the sibling. So if they move or the baby moves, you've got that support there as well. So this is what I use. This is just made by a local lady who does a lot of sewing. It's just like a scrunchie with a squeaky little button there. And it's meant to be an owl. So all I do is, this usually distracts them, and I only pull it out once I'm going to put them on the Flokati, as in for the sibling I'm talking about. So I'll just put it there, and then that way when you're shooting down, that's all they can see, and you can use the squeak to actually catch their attention. It works usually 90% of the time. Yes, you get those difficult siblings that won't cooperate, but that's okay. You got to push through it. You're not going to get someone. If you are, you're probably lucky. I have gotten lucky a few times where baby and sibling would just cooperate, but you really just got to work through it. So all you really need is those 2 pillows, something to distract the sibling, and you need to shoot above. Make sure your camera is fitted with a camera strap as well. Your lens is securely on your camera, and that's pretty much all you need to take the perfect shot with the sibling. So, or with the newborn on their own. So make sure you've got your balance right as well, and you're not too much over the top, but you're enough to actually take that shot rather than shooting up the nose. So if you've never done a Flokati shot, that's just some tips there to help you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys next time. But before you go, if you haven't yet downloaded my newborn session guide, it's absolutely free. It'll go over what the stages of booking a client right from the beginning through the session right until the end. So make sure you click on the link somewhere around this video and go download it. I'll see you guys next week.